Hi, this is Michael Bailey, and we are going to be talking today about visualizing. Visualizing. What is visualizing exactly? Well, let's take a look. Let's ask this question first. Do you visualize? Do you visualize at the beginning of the day how your day is going to turn out? Do you visualize how your week is going to go, or how a particular call, or a particular visit, or a particular interaction, or a particular, working out, or whatever it may be? Do you visualize that stuff? Do you visualize your week, your month, your year? Do you visualize your life? Are you doing that? And if you are, then you are a visualizer. That's what it is. What is a visualist? Just that. The person that takes themselves out of the moment, projects into the future a picture or a movie of what it is that they want. They mentally paint all the details about it, where, when, how, all that kind of stuff, all that cool stuff, and then they emotionally invest in it by imbuing it with emotions of happiness and success and joy and excitement and satisfaction, fulfillment, meaning all those cool things that make you feel alive, bring out the best in you. And by doing that, and if you buy into that visualization, then what you're really doing is you're saying, I'm focusing on this and I'm choosing it. This is what I'm choosing and committing to. With that, what you do is you bring about a whole different level of dynamics of belief and faith in you. You start believing in yourself more. You start believing in these expectations and these actions that you're going to take and the outcomes. With that belief kicks in your faith. Yeah, man, let's get up. Let's get that going. It's a motivator. It motivates you to go into action. And it also is the power to get you into action, making things happen, following through so that you do make it happen. That's what the dynamics of visualizing and being a visualizer is. Pretty cool stuff. Great stuff, in fact. Now, what's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is to be a worrier. A worrier. What is a worrier? Well, it's a person that takes a picture in their mind of what they don't want, a negative outcome, and then they invest and imbue it with all these negative emotions of fear and doubt and anxiety and worry and upsets and drama and all this turmoil and trouble and all that kind of stuff. They put all that stuff into this picture. In other words, they're taking what they don't want and they put all the negative emotions that they're investing in it. So then they go through it and they think about it again and again and again and again. What are they doing? They're rehearsing, they're practicing failure. That's what it is. The visioner practices and rehearses success, whereas the person who is the worrier, not the warrior, the worrier, is practicing and rehearsing negative outcomes, failure. That's just crazy. That's nut stuff, isn't it? That just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we can do. We can allow ourselves to get stuck in and do it again and again and again. Well, why is my life working? Well, I keep picturing these negative outcomes. That's why. You keep focusing on the wrong thing, investing in it emotionally, and then bam, voila, it happens. Awful, terrible. But why? Why do you do that? Really? Why do any of us do it? It's a habit. That's it. It's just a habit. It's a habit we picked up as kids. We were around parents or adults or a parent who was a worrier, and that's what they did. They talked negative. Oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and all these negative things were going to go on. They were telling you this process that they were going through. I got this picture in my mind. It's going to be terrible. All that kind of stuff. That's what they start doing. And you, as this little kid, like this little sponge, you just soak it up because you don't know any better. You don't know any difference. And so it becomes how you work. It just becomes part of your mechanism of how you deal with yourself and other people in life. You become the worrier, and it's done at that unconscious level. And so it's just a habit. It's just something that you do. It's something you just do without thinking. Key thing. So what we want to do here is this, okay? So if you are stuck in that, what's the antidote? How do you get out of it? Well, the antidote really is this. I spend time visualizing tremendously rewarding successes instead of picturing failure. Again, I spend time visioning tremendously rewarding successes instead of failure. That's it. Attitude. Attitude factor 3C. That's the antidote. That's what we do instead. So when you take a look at that, if you are a visioner, you envision these wonderful outcomes of what you want and you go into action to see that they're accomplished. If you're a worrier, you visualize the things that you don't want and then you wait for the worst things to happen. Again, if you're a visioner, you great things, visions, wonderful stuff that you want, and you go into action to make them happen. The best. That's what you're doing. Whereas if you're a worrier, focus on the worst and you wait for the worst to happen. Big difference here. Now, some people don't quite understand that in terms of, for instance, they think that they are thinking. They're thinking about the situation or this, what's going to happen in the future, but they're not. They're not thinking about it. They are, in fact, they are worrying about it. They're taking that negative picture and they're going over it again and again and again about the car, about the finances, about their family, about their work, about their health, whatever it may be, and they're visualizing all the negative. They're creating the seeds of their own defeat. That's what they're doing. They're planning them and they rehearse them again and again and again. Stop it. It's nuts. It's crazy land. And why do we do it? Well, here's the thing to get about it. The thing that you want to see is that whether you are a visualizer or a worrier, visualizing powerful, wonderful, successful outcomes or terrible, awful outcomes, those are both skills. And if you really look at them, they're the same skill. One just gets you one thing, the thing that you want, and the other thing keeps you from getting from what it is that you want. They're 180 degrees diametrically opposed. But they're skills, and they are habits. If you're stuck in the habit and the role of being a worrier, it's time to change it. We can help you change that, get that turned around, so that you take on the strong, powerful role of being a visioner, learning how to visualize, focus on, imbue it with what it is that you want, the outcomes that you're really seeking. Let's get this turned around for you. Let's stop the negatives. Let's get the positives going. We can help you. You know what to do. Go sign up for one of those scheduled appointments with me, and let's take a look at that. Let's talk that through, and let's see what it is that we can do to help you specifically get that changed up, turned around, and make that happen for you. Make it a great day. Make it a fabulous day, in fact. Great being here with you. Look forward to talking to you soon. All the best. Bye for now.